Hello, my name is Robyn Wilk, and I want to share a story with you of encouragement. I've been in ministry for 30 years, and it's really been my calling in my life. And in about January, things started changing. God was somehow leading me in a little bit of a different direction through circumstances, and while I won't go into all of the details, things became very discouraging for me. The ministry that I was working in, I would no longer be able to work in. And I thought my life was going to come to an end. You can imagine after 30 years of working in one place, how you feel when you all of a sudden have to leave. Well, it was really interesting because 2 days before I was going to be leaving that ministry, Pastor Daniel emailed me, and I wrote him back and said, hey, I'm in the middle of a bunch of things, let me get back to you in a couple of days. It was incredible that he had emailed me at that point, because if he had even waited 2 days, the email would not have come to me. I had met Pastor Daniel at Church United, and I think we've known each other for a couple of years, just casually, sitting at tables sometimes together, and we've had a few conversations. He knew that I was working in Jewish ministry. But it was really interesting because I get this email, and then I wrote him back, and he said, God has just put you on my heart for whatever reason since mid-January. And I told him, I know why God put me on your heart in mid-January, so when we get together, because we were going to meet for coffee, I will let you know what happened. And so Pastor Daniel and I met shortly after this email exchange. But it was an incredible way that God reached out to me, because I was at a really low point in my life. I felt like all hope was gone, and was even wondering where God was, if he was even there anymore. And remember, I've been a believer for over 30 years, and in ministry for over 30 years. But this was a way that God used to encourage me to say, I've not forgotten you. And the timing was just too incredible to say that it was coincidence. And so Pastor Daniel and I spoke about Jewish ministry and the fact that God's put it on his heart and the heart of the church to support a ministry to the Jewish people. And so I'm really excited to be able to be that missionary and to partner with Redemption Church. Thanks so much for listening. Shalom.